Hey, guess who? I've got 7 minutes left. I just been thinking about my dreams for. You've probably worked this out yourself. Well, you haven't because you know what the other bit of the house was. The house that she lived in, I think it's a spirit house. I think it's, well, or the house that we went in with the spinning gate, the wall that spins. It makes sense. It was a spinning house, the spirit house, wasn't it? Like the astral, because the bit that span, which was like outside, would be like a turning gate that the spirits they move this way and that way. And in the dream, I'd opened it. Well, I thought it opened because I changed my energy. So, like, say, manifested it opening, which may be true. But then the other thing that I was trying then to do it on the outside of the house was like, it was like gargoyles, but it was a hand. And I was trying to get the hand to move and I couldn't do it. So maybe that is to do with the spirits will give you when they're ready. It makes sense, doesn't it? Because I have tried to get the spirits to give me things and they don't do it. So it's either... You know what I'm saying, don't you? They'll give you what they will give you. The spirit house will give you what the spirit house will give you. And it is looking, it is watching, the house is watching. It will give you what's necessary and what it thinks you want is coming to you. I just thought I'd tell you that because I was talking about it in the last one, like you knew what I was talking about. But there was a hand on the outside of it, like a gargoyle along the top. And the things were moving on the house. Like a haunted house, I suppose, the film. Sort of. Seven on there. I didn't see the number on the house. I wasn't looking for it. I'd just come out of the house. That's her resting place. Spirit cottage. She wasn't there by herself. But yeah, could be true. What came up the other day? I was thinking about spirit. The spirit rounds. Because I was talking about my nan riding around in police cars with children. One of those ones I was thinking. I can't remember. I'm going to go make some more coffee. I just wanted to say that because I don't know. It's interesting to someone, isn't it? I don't know who's watching this. Probably no one. But somebody might. And if we're going along the whole, do you know what? You'll see what you're meant to see thing. That's the thing, isn't it? At the moment, somebody will see it, somebody won't see it. We trust the person who sees it is the person who's meant to see it. And we'll get from it what they're meant to get from it. We kind of don't. We are kind of doing that. Well, I have to do it, don't I? I've had to do it. Why do I keep singing that song? It's just stuck in my head, and it's and I just keep singing it all the time. Hey, good looking so refined. Said, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? We used to watch all that stuff. Used to be on TV all the time. Now let me get right to the point. I'll pop my cork for every guy I see. Who do you want to be the girl singing at the beginning of the Bond films? James Bond, that's the other thing we used to watch. That used to always be on TV as well, all the time. We're watching James Bond this afternoon. We're all going to sit down and watch it together. You are going to watch it. Wasn't quite like that, but we did. Diamonds are forever. And the other thing is, when we went to school, like an assembly in the morning, you had to sing. It's supposed to be good for you, isn't it? It is supposed to be good for you anyway. And I was talking to a friend of mine a while back who is a singer after I'd had those few singing lessons at the wharf, and she started talking about circular breathing, which I don't do. But I said to this girl who sings, yeah, it's similar as like in meditation, circular breathing. So it's just another one of those things, how you link things together, isn't it? If you get information from one area and you get it from another area, and the ideas start to cement. Like when I go the other week, that museum, and I learnt that do re mi fa la la do re mi fa sol la ti do system, I forgot what it's called, was what I'm going to say invented. That's not the right word. Design's not the right word either. But compiled. It was belongs the idea. It was formulated by a woman who lived in Norwich because she was so disgusted by the standard of singing in the church. She came up with it. It's like, well, do you know, that's interesting on a number of levels. Interesting as a Norwich person. I'd not really contemplated any of those facts, but to me it was just interesting that, I don't know, I went and I learnt it, that one thing. I loved that, dear, female dear. Anyway, there we go. Singing's good for you. It opens up the lungs, gets